Of some beach owners, some black beach owners driven out of their California town nearly a century ago are getting that land back. California's governor signed a bill to start the process of giving ownership of Bruce's Beach back to the family. Alex Capriello live in Los Angeles. Alex, first of all, most people have never even heard of Bruce's Beach, but they have heard of Manhattan Beach. And a lot of people are seeing this as a big victory.
A major victory, and it was quite a party yesterday, and a really quite powerful moment in which we see a perfect example of what reparations could look like. But let's first give everyone at home a history lesson. This begins all the way back in 1912 when Charles and Willa Bruce purchased this beautiful prime coastal property right there in Manhattan Beach, and that's where they built a thriving resort, one of only two in Southern California, specifically for African-American families. But they were driven out of town by white segregationists and the KKK, and that property would be seized through eminent domain. But now, Adrian, nearly 100 years later, through nonstop efforts from community activists, the deed will be handed back to, get this, the great-grandson of Charles and Willa Bruce. It was a day of passionate voices fighting to right a wrong made nearly a century ago.
Now we stand here a year later, alongside the governor, witnessing it manifest right before us.
This property was stolen from the Bruces. We're returning what was stolen, what was rightfully theirs.
Now, I watched as Governor Newsom sign that bill, and with a handshake promise, was promising to give that deed back to that great-grandson. Really quite a powerful moment there, Adrian. And I have one other thing to note. Back in 1912, Charles and Willa Bruce purchased that property for $1,225. Today, it's valued at nearly $70 million. It really makes you think about generational wealth, what could have happened for that Bruce family, and certainly the landscape of Manhattan Beach, what it might look like today.
That was the question I was going to ask you. I was like, if he doesn't tell me how much this land is worth, I'm going to ask him and hopefully not put him on the spot, but you were ready for me. Thank you so much, Alex. That is a very, very big move for that family and for that generation. Wow. Well, there